in thinking about how we manage people, how we exercise managerial leadership responsibility. And my view always is we shouldn't talk about leadership at all. We should always talk about managerial leadership. Because if you're running a system, if you're running something, you are responsible for it adding value, it having a whole task, it making sure it makes its impact in the outside world. And I reckon about half your energy as a boss needs to go onto the throughput system, just making sure that T's are crossed and the I's are dotted and the work's getting done. Staying close enough to know what's going on. And about the other half has to go into the external contextualisation of the system. I mean, it's roughly so. And the former is the managerial bit and the latter is the leadership bit. So what that means, if that's right, is that any managerial leadership role contains, as opposite sides of the same coin, the managerial bit and the leadership bit. And if you get it right, even if you're entirely without charisma, I mean, somebody said to me once, is this a sort of recipe for those who think we've had a charisma bypass? The correct answer is yes, it is, because when I first worked for Sir William Hudson on the Snowy Mountain scheme, he was a really dour, New Zealand civil engineer, entirely without small talk or social skills. He ended up with a colossal charisma because the Snowy Mountain scheme was a big thing. So if you do it right, if you get that balance between managerial work and leadership right, in the long run they will award you with charisma, and you'll get taller, better looking. You'll have more hair if you're bald. All these things will happen. Now, I've got some good advice for you here. You're looking at the natural properties of systems. Never ever do anything to a system which increases the likelihood of an infestation of lawyers. Just, sign the contract. Don't go there. And if you take a froggy system and divide it up artificially, then you're going to have 1 million contracts, none of which can be managed. And that's what the Brits did. My big mistake was to say, if you privatise this system, it'll end up costing you 3 times as much. I was wrong. They reckon it's now costing 5 times as much. The point is that the railway system was actually a big fraud. And the young consultants came in and treated it as if it was a bike and stuffed it up completely. I mean, it's a tragedy in a way. However, it's important for you to think about in terms of your relationships with suppliers and out there. Some systems are bikey and some systems are froggy.